think we are live. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I do apologise. I'm going to have one more piece and then I'm going to put it away because it's so delicious. Just wait for the notifications to go out, as always, because we always start at 11. Oh, excuse me. And it takes a few minutes for the notifications to go out. But that's just YouTube for you. So I have weighed in. My results are just there behind me. So yes, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I will just make sure I've got my mirror in place for a little bit later. Oh, I've got a thumbs up already. Somebody loves me. So good morning. Oh, we've got a few people trickling in now. Hello to everybody. Good morning to the lovely Anita. So I haven't slept. My brain wouldn't let me sleep. I was up doing 500 things, none of which were. There we are, my darling. Hello, hello, Kirsty, making it up. Let me just click your little blue button. There you go. You are now a mod. Well done. So, yep, you should be able to chat and you should now be blue. There you go. I know, right? I am a little bit tired, but I am already on my second coffee and I have coffee number 3 just here. So it's all good. There we go. It's a wee bit tired this morning. Don't know why that is. Now I know. For those of you who don't know, we had a group conversation last night. It was a 3-way. It was a different 3-way. So we had Anita, myself, and Kirsty had a chat about all things channel related, really, and then it all kind of got up a little bit. Shall we use the Insta chat I set up yesterday? Yes, absolutely. That's what I was thinking. Let me just click onto that. There we go. So that is up on my screen. Fabulous. Right, how is everybody doing? How is everybody? I would say I'm tired, but I'm not actually tired at all because my brain was in overdrive. And literally I got to 6 o'clock this morning. Ruffus had finally gone to sleep. And I was like, well, okay. Well, I can either get up or I can go to sleep. And it got to about 6:45, and I just thought, there's just no point. I'm just going to get up. Good morning, Ellie, my darling. How are you? I hope you are well. You just got a notification. Thank you, which means we should have a few more of our regular gorgeous Puff Puff squad, our weight loss squad, our fantastic authentic army, whatever we're calling them, should all be coming through very shortly. Wow, it's just jumped up. Yes. So good morning to Ellie. I do hope you are well. I hope Bob is well this morning. Obviously, give him our love, give him a big snoggy snog. So yeah, a good long 3-way. We like a good long 3-way. Hi Julie. Hi Lisa. Hope you're okay, and hope Rufus is on the mend. So I'll talk about health in a bit, actually, because I am going to talk about it. Good morning, Vanessa. There's my other spanner there as well. Look, I've got all 3 spanners in the live. Thank you very much for joining. So yep, thank you very much. I've got a list, believe it or not. I've got a list just over there on my eyeline of topics for today. I know, right? Who the fuck am I? So yeah, I've got a whole list of topics there that we're going to be discussing today. Nothing major, nothing like huge. But yeah, it's going to be a little more structured. I think I'm going to try to be a little more structured. So Anita and Kirsty are basically. Oh, my eye is really sore today. Hold on, let me just scratch my eye. So Anita and Kirsty are basically they have code words for if I go too many tangents. So yeah, that sort of thing. I'm going to take my hair down because it's really bugging me. So it's going to be awful because it's not been washed. It needs to be. I need to go to a hairdresser. That's what I need to do. I am desperate to go to a hairdresser. Kirsty, got to tell you all, 21 and a half hours after ordering a new Hoover from Curry's, it was delivered at 8:30 this morning. Super fast delivery, though at least I don't have to borrow the neighbour's one now to get the house ready for the viewings tomorrow and Saturday. Yeah, no, that's very true. However, though, it does mean you've now got to do some hoovering. You got no excuse now, have you? That's the only thing, because at least when you're, I can't possibly do the hoovering yet. Ellie, you're okay. Oh, You're okay. You had an in-person interview for that job yesterday. Oh, fantastic. There's a little bit of crackling. Is there? Well, I don't even know where the microphone is on the laptop, so I've got no idea. I tell you what, though, I have had issues all night because I know I said on the conversation last night that I definitely wasn't going to do Star Trek, but I did try and do Star Trek, and I also tried streaming Minecraft, and none of it would work because the internet here, there was a DNS failure. Don't know what any of that is. It's something to do with something technical about something. So I know, don't know what that is. But anyway, Ellie says, so yeah, if there is a crackling, it could be my end. It could be, I've got no idea. I've got no way of doing anything about it, unfortunately. Bob is okay. He's had a rough few days, but he's back to normal. He had some issues with his folic tablets. Okay. I'm glad he's back to normal. I'm glad he's back to normal. But absolute fingers crossed for your job interview, Ellie. That's really cool. I'm super impressed. The fact that you're able to get interviews like during lockdown and things when everybody else is losing jobs, that's incredible. Well done for you for that. And again, absolutely fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Kirsty says, I know Rank Neat was completely gobsmacked when DPD bloke pulled up this morning. That's fab news, Ellie. Fingers and toes crossed for a positive outcome on the job front, honey. Yeah, absolutely. And Kirsty saying hi to Ness. Yeah, absolutely, Ellie. Like, seriously, fingers crossed for you, and huge hugs and snuggies to the lovely Bob. Should find out Monday if it went okay and it's near an Asda Under hospital. That's very useful. So you can always nip to Asda and get a sushi, and then when you end up with food poisoning, you can just walk down to the hospital. Very useful, that. Yeah, very useful. Right, so let's have a little check-in, shall we? Let's do a mental health check-in. Now, I know this channel's all about physical health, and I have weighed in, and the results are just there behind me. But let's do a little mental health check-in because we very rarely talk about it in general. Good morning to Renata. Good morning, my darling. Nice to see you nice and early this morning. See you, but you know what I mean. Let's do a mental health check-in. How is everybody's mental health doing? I've got to say, I feel personally that lockdown really has done a number on my mental health, and I feel that I'm beginning to kind of bring everything back to a sort of normal level for me, and I'm beginning to have a much clearer understanding of basically of like where mental health has been, because I'm feeling that I've come out of it. And sometimes for me, I don't tend to know if I'm struggling while I'm struggling. I only tend to know that I was struggling when I'm not struggling as much, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's a key thing for me. And I do feel that I am like I've turned a page. And yes, I know spring is here and everything's looking a bit more lovely. I was having a coffee out in the garden this morning, tying up a thing with the doggies. The sound is a bit wibbly crackling and the picture's pixelating a lot. There's absolutely nothing I can do. There is nothing on the interwebs. There is nothing using the Wi-Fi. This is just Virgin. We had problems all night. There is absolutely nothing I can do. If it gets too bad, then we'll just have to knock it on the head for today because there's nothing I can do. This is as good as it is, unfortunately. But Ness, you say not too great mental health wise for a few days, but things are better now. Well, I'm glad they're better now. I really am. I know that it's a tough thing, isn't it? It is a really tough thing when you're going through a bit of crappiness. It is really tough. But I'm glad you bounced back. Yeah, I really am. Oh God, I've got a phone call. I don't even know who this is. Bear with me, everyone. Sorry, 1 second. Hello. Are you ready for this, everyone? The HM Customs and Revenue telling me that that there was a fraud and there was a warrant and I will be arrested shortly. Yeah, so this is a crank call. Let's put it on speaker. This is going to be funny. Press 1 to connect. Okay, so we're live.
Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line and you'll be transferred to the next available agent.
This will be funny. But I didn't call you. You just called me.
Right. You must have answered the call.
I did answer the call. Yes. I've also got the door here as well. Bear with. So yes, go on. No, you can't. You are Hello. Hello, everyone. I'm back. Hello. HM Customs and Revenue. Hello. 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 Fake call center in India that's trying to fraud me. Hello. No, they've gone. I've got 2 big parcels here. I wonder where they're from. You two are insane. Right. So yes. So that was Revenue and Customs doing that automated phone call where they're like, "You've got a fraud case against you, and unless you answer it, you will immediately be arrested. Please press 1 now." No, you know what I'm saying. So literally, as I answered, she said, "Can I take your name, please?" And I said, "No, you've just rung me. So you've rung me. So you've got my details." "Oh, well, I need to take your full name so I can look on our records." "Well, no, you've just rung me. So if you've just rung me, you should have my details on your system." "Oh, well, I can't see who it is. So, well, then you'll have to give me a call back because, yeah, if you've rung me, you will have my tax number, you will have my national insurance number, and you will have my full name. So what are those details?" And she was like, "Oh, well, I need you to give me that information so I can confirm it." I said, "No, that's not how it works. Goodbye." And then she was like, she didn't hang up the call. So there was just silence on her end. It's like, wow, bonkers, 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 bonkers. So yes, absolutely, absolutely stupid. Wow, it all happens at once, doesn't it? So yeah, I've got 2 parcels turn up. Wow. I'm going to open them after I filmed today because I'm going to open them and put them on the other channel. But yes, so if anyone does get a phone call and it is one of those, sort of automated call things, and you have got that, and you press 1 and it goes through, just ask them for your information, not the other way around. Don't give them any information because it's a con, it's a scam. Don't do it. Just literally ask them for the information. But then by the time I came back in here, she'd hung up the call. So anyway, I can see everybody's chatting in the live. Sorry about that, everybody. Yes, Postman was here, so I had to go and deal with that. You want a clear picture to see my face? I won't do a live unboxing. I will do it on the I will do it in a video. Renata, not too great right now, but your mood is like a yo-yo, up and down. You have massive problems with just going outside. A lot of people do at the moment, my love. A lot of people do. It's yeah, it's got difficult. Oh no, Lisa, run. No, it wasn't a genuine, like there is no any of that bollocks. It's all a scam. That's actually okay then, honey, as long as there's nothing major that's happened to upset the apple cart. You're talking to Renata or talking to Nate, talking to Nessa, I don't know. But I'm back. So yeah, unfortunately, my mental health has been a bit pants. Now, when my mental health is bad, things get left, and unfortunately, because my physical health has been bad, there's been a lot of things that I should have been doing to help with my physical health that I've not been able to, just because I've been like my head's been a shed, so that's not been good. But obviously, I'm still doing okay. I'm quite amazed that I've managed to film all of last year. I'm quite impressed with myself for that. So anyway, today's coffee is the is it Nescafe Alta Rica? I think it is. I can't remember. It was in Poundland for £3. So Nescafe Alta Rica with some of the Skinny Syrups Company, the American one, pumpkin cheesecake scone or something syrup. So anyway, it's really nice. It's a nice coffee. It's not too hot. It's not too strong today, but it just gives me enough of a kick. For some reason, I'm losing. I've just lost a whole bunch of viewers, and I have also the chat seems to have completely frozen. So I'm not sure what's going on the live. We've just gone from 12 to 6 in the space of a couple of seconds. So I don't know what's happened. I've got one that's in this packaging and one that's in this. Right. This says this has got your name on it, Kirsty. So I haven't looked at them yet. But yeah, that's the 2 parcels that just turned up. So yeah, absolutely. No sneaking before you film the unboxings. I won't do. Right. So a couple of people have said their mental health's been a bit wibbly. What's helped you bounce back? Because I've got to say, spring happening has been a major boost. The fact that we seem to at least have a rough idea of a roadmap out of lockdown, that's given me a massive boost. I don't know what's going on in the chat, but that's the second one from you. So where's the first one? You sent 2. I've got no idea. That's literally the only parcels that turned up, apart from one for Ruffus. Oh, I don't know. This is what I said. This is the post here. You see, maybe what I need to do is flash me boobs at the postman. Maybe that'll work. I think people may be refreshing. Right. Okay. Sorry then. If it's going a bit wibbly, then if the stream is going wibbly, just do please click refresh. I don't know what's happening with it today, but we'll persevere. Hopefully today's going to be the last day. I've ordered the wire connectory bits that I need from Amazon, so they should be here over the weekend before Sunday. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that'll be sorted. Ellie, your mental health's a bit wibbly, but that's also stress from looking for work. Plus, don't forget, Ellie, you've just moved house, which is one of the most stressful things. Moving house, divorce, bereavement, they're like the 3 most stressful things that anybody can go through. And you've just moved house, which is kind of like the top 3. Added to that, lockdown, added to that, your other half dialysis, added to that, blooming job hunting. So, absolutely give yourself a break. If you are feeling a bit crap, give yourself a little break and just say to yourself, it's okay to feel crap, because who wouldn't feel crap with all of that going on? You know what I mean? I was sent one wrapped in black tissue on the same day as Neat, so you should have had that one by now. Okay, no, I haven't. It hasn't come through. Yeah, and the other one for Ruffus isn't in black paper, so no idea, my darling. This is the post in Leeds for you. You know what I'm saying? But what? Yeah. So as I was saying about when we're talking about mental health, like, does anyone have any good tips for bouncing back? If you've had a couple of bad weeks or how do you bounce back? How do you kind of not pull yourself together, because it isn't about that, but how do you kind of start that recovery process? Because for me, it's one of the key things where I find I've got to confront it. I've got to realize that I've had a wibble, and I've got to then say, right, okay, what caused this? How did I kind of get to the state that I was in, or how did I get to the point I was in? And is there anything I could have done to nip it in the bud, to forestall it? Is there any pattern that I could have got before I spiraled all the way down? Is there any pattern that I could have got kind of midway, maybe, to actually recognize that I wasn't doing as well as I thought I was? Maybe I need the people around me to be a bit more, Lisa, you need to take a break. Lisa, don't do this, don't do that, give yourself a break. Maybe that's an answer for me personally. I don't know, I'm still working on it. But in terms of my mental health, I think I've coped reasonably well with lockdown. I think I've coped reasonably well with you know, both of us being ill and Rufus being very, very poorly and all the stress that brings. I could have, the last time I was at that sort of stress level, I was smoking again. So at least I haven't smoked. So yeah. Kirsty says, don't be so hard on yourself, Ellie. You're doing an amazing job of this thing called life. Absolutely. And as the levelers say, there's only one way of life, and that's your own. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. Life's what you make it. That's some 80s tune that I can't remember what it is. Is it Talking Heads? I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, yeah, a band. So in terms of physical health, how's everybody's physical health doing? Because obviously this is generally speaking, a weight loss channel. So I have weighed in. I have got my results, but how are you all doing with your physical health? For those of you that are wanting to lose a bit of weight, how are you going with that? For those of you that are wanting to gain some weight, because I know that there's been some people in the chats on previous weeks that have really wanted to gain some weight because they felt that they were underweight. So how is that all going? Ellie says, thanks, Kirsty. I have Bob and 3 types of tea to help me. Bob even came with me to my interview because I was anxious. I don't like traveling. Okay. That's very nice of him to do that, isn't it? That's very good of him to do that. But I like the fact that you've got 3 types of tea. What types of tea is that? Because I have a cupboard, probably about, I was going to say 30, probably not 30, but probably maybe easily 2 dozen different types of tea. And I only drink tofu or Tetley's or Yorkshire or something. I only drink kind of normal black tea with milk, soy milk. But I do have all the fruit teas and things. I do keep looking at them thinking I should have some of those. And I did have what did I have the other day? Mint and licorice, which was really nice. But I've really got to be in the mood for that. It's really, so when people have like flavored teas and things, I'm really intrigued as to what they are. Anita, you're not so hard on yourself if you're having a bad day. You tell yourself tomorrow will be better and it's okay not to be okay one day. Exactly. Absolutely. Kirsty, and I'm sure him being there with you has made that special bit of difference. Have faith and confidence in yourself and your abilities, hon. Absolutely. Life's what you make it by Talk Talk. Thank you. Thank you, Julie. Life's what you make it. I'm glad somebody can piece my brain together. Renata, you should be losing weight big time just in the middle of baking a cake instead. Well, you know, if it's all about priorities, and if your priority is to bake a cake and to enjoy it and sod the weight loss, then anything else that you need the weight loss for will just have to wait. And that's just kind of the way it is, isn't it? I know that for me, I've got a long journey with my weight loss again, and I need to be mindful pretty much every day of what I'm eating, and I really do need to be mindful of the decisions I make, but that's easier said than done. Earl Grey, Ceylon, and normal Yorkshire tea and decaf for a day if I can't handle caffeine. Well, we've got decaf tea in for Rufus because he likes a cup of tea at bedtime, but it was keeping him awake, so he's now got decaf tea at night time. So we've got his daytime tea and his nighttime tea. Kirsty, that's it, Julie. Thank you. It was bugging me a wee bit because I couldn't place it. It's because my singing was so bad. That's what it was. Right, I do need, if I'm going to film in a bit, I do need to put my face on. So I'm going to do that while we chat today. So yeah, I think like in terms of physical health, this week has been crap for me. Absolutely crap. I've done no filming. My fibro has been absolutely just horrendous. I have been falling over and wibbly wobbly all over the place. I have been, my ADHD symptoms have been horrendous. Everything has been really crap this week. It's been really, really tough. I've not been sleeping properly, and yeah, I've just been shite. But then, like during the day, I have crashed out for hours and hours and hours. It's been like, seriously, if somebody had watched me for most of this week, they would have seen that, they would have thought I was pissed. Because I don't know what is going on with my numbers on my screen. I'm just going to ignore it because it keeps jumping up that I've got some people watching, then it jumps down to like I've got a couple of people watching, then it jumps back up to 10 or 11. So I'm just ignoring it. Feel free, by the way, to chat in the chat. Please put comments into the live chat if you're here live. If you're watching this on replay, likewise, please leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know how things are going for you. Even if you don't want to talk on the live, please do let us know on the replay. like how you're going, because it really is important that we all kind of discuss mental and physical health together. Not just sort of at this community, but in general. I think it's really important. Renata, you say you've never been this round before, this rotund before. Sorry, I misread that. Okay, but again, if that's what you need to do, then that's what you need to do. So at the end of the day, you know, it's we all know how to lose weight, don't we? So we know what we need to do in terms of weight loss. If at the moment staying focused on a weight loss plan and all of that, if doing that at the moment isn't something you're capable of because you literally don't have the spoons to kind of keep a grasp of that, then so be it. Like if the thing that will give you comfort at the moment is enjoying the food you're eating, then enjoy the food you're eating, if that's kind of what you need to get comfort. If heading towards a weight loss goal because you've got an end result in mind, if that is your focus, then maybe sort of reframe things in that context, and maybe look at it that, you know, actually you need to stay focused because that end goal is the key thing. But at the moment, with everything that's happening in the world, like I forgive everybody their sins in terms of diets and in terms of like bad habits, quote unquote bad habits and things like that. Absolutely, like whatever it is that we need to get through the day, because this is unprecedented times. So if you need to oh, hang on, let me have a look. The chat just jumped. If you need to, you know, have a cake because you're feeling that way out, and that's going to give you some comfort, and you're genuinely going to enjoy it, then do that. Because fuck only knows there's bugger all enjoyment in a lot of bits of life at the moment. So if having a cake is the thing that's going to make you feel better, then have a cake. But the thing I would say is eat it mindfully. Eat it knowing that this cake has 4,000 calories, and I'm going to eat every single one, and I'm going to enjoy every crumb of this cake, and I'm going to enjoy every single pound that this puts on. I'm going to take it and accept it and love myself for doing it, because at the moment there's very little else, and we can always lose weight. It is something that we know how to do with calorie in versus calorie out. It is just a case of having that sort of mental strength to be able to do it. It isn't the same as being a drug addict or an alcoholic, and this is coming from somebody with a you know, a known eating disorder. It is really tough, and there are similarities in terms of addiction, but when it comes to it, you know, a shot of heroin, a bottle of vodka, or a Victoria sponge, like long term, what's going to do more damage? In the short term, the Victoria sponge isn't going to be good because you're going to put a bit of weight on, but we can get that back off. So I would say, you know, at the end of the day, if you are feeling crap because of your size and that is making you eat, that's a different story. If you are, because I've been there, oh my God, I'm so fat, I'm going to eat a cake to make me feel better because I'm so fat. Oh, well, I ate a cake, that means I'm fat, so I should now have 3 donuts because I was fat. And oh, now just that doesn't help. But if you're doing it because you genuinely think, you know, do you know what? I just want something that's nice. I want to feel comforted, and I want to feel good about myself, and a cake's going to do it. Then great. But just be aware of, you know, if you're on autopilot, because that can be really easy to fall into, and maybe you need some different coping strategies if it is falling into it from autopilot. I know from myself, it's like I feel much better in the last 8 weeks because I've got control back. It isn't working entirely, the control. I need to make some changes. I need to tweak things. You'll see in a minute. I do need to make some changes around certain things that I do. But by the same token, I feel a lot better for having been on the plan again for another 8 weeks. And yet there is that bit every single day where I'm like, especially when I've been ill this week, where I'm like, I'm tired. I can't be bothered cooking. I feel exhausted. My body aches. My balance is shot. I literally can't stand in the kitchen for half an hour and cook. I'm just gonna, like, I'll say to Ruffus, come on, we'll get a takeaway. But I haven't, and that's the key thing this week is kind of maintaining that grip, which for me is really difficult. So yeah, Ellie, your weight loss stalled because I was stressed, and Haagen-Dazs was £3 in Sainsbury's, so I bought a tub and ate half of it on Tuesday night. But you could have eaten all of it on Tuesday night, and you only had half. So that's a step forward. That's it's not the best thing in the world to do, but you only had half a tub. It could have been worse. So again, we need to forgive ourselves for using temporary measures to get through this unprecedented time of stress. Kirsty says, ditto, Renato. I ended up being the biggest ever, apart from when pregnant, and it's been so tough getting a handle on it. Not that I have completely yet. No, it is really tough. Thank you, Anita. Don't forget to smash that like button. Smash that like button. Making up. I hear you, Ellie. Ice cream is one of my downfalls as well. No way I can leave. Can I leave any in the tub and put it back in the freezer so the whole lot goes in one go? If you are doing that, I will totally recommend Aldi do a low calorie, it's like their version of Halo. They do a low calorie ice cream. It's about 380 calories, around that. It's less than 400 normally per tub for the whole tub. And you can sit and eat the whole tub. And it's not great because it's 400 empty calories, but it's 400 calories, not 1,000. So maybe have a look at that. Again, it's about making those choices, isn't it? It's like, well, you know, instead of having a tub of full fat Haagen-Dazs, you're going to have a tub of 350 calories and enjoy it and really love it. And actually, again, mindfully know that you're eating that many calories and really, really love it. So again, it's one of those things, isn't it? It's just about making the choices. But yeah, like ice cream's a big thing for me. Anything sweet, basically anything I can open a packet of. If I can open a packet, then I'll finish the packet, whether that's biscuits, whether that's crisps, whatever it is. And it doesn't matter the packet size. I really struggle with doing that, closing the packet, putting it away for the second day. I really struggle with that. Taking enjoyment when we can is a must at the moment. Exactly, because we can't do an awful lot. And the thing is, you know, we can't even do, like, you can't even do a lot of exercising at home because we haven't got the right equipment. And every time I jump up and down, the whole bloody, it's like the walls do this every time I jump up and down at home. You can literally like feel it. The poor bloody ratties are in the cage going, oh my God, mum's exercising again, fucking hell. And the dogs are like, oh. So it's just not a good thing. Not a good thing. On the Richter scale, probably a 3.2. Not a good thing. So for that reason, it is not a good thing for me to do exercising at home. And then the idea of, oh, I could go for a walk. Well, that would be good if it wasn't falling over and looking like the village drunk. If I go out the house without my stick, and then if I go out with my stick, I can get as far as the end of the road, and then I'm buggered because I can't get back because I'm fucked. So you know, it's a whole balancing act of trying to get things to work for each of us with our each individual needs, isn't it? Anita says, do what I do, bake a cake and give 3/4 of it to a friend so you don't eat it all but leave a bit. But have a bit. You could do, but it depends if your friend is fat. Because if you gave me 3/4 of a cake, I'd eat 3/4 of a cake. It might be better for you, wouldn't be better for me. But it is good. That is a good idea. You could do that, especially if you live somewhere with kids. Like we've got one of our neighbours who we get on really well with has got 2 young boys, and there's been times like Iceland have sent the wrong milk. So instead of getting Rufus's red milk, they've sent green milk. I will just either leave it on the doorstep or give them a knock and go, we've got the wrong milk. Do you want this? But like Rufus went through his snack drawer because he's got a drawer full of, it's now full of like Alpen bars and things like that. But it used to be full of like chocolate bars and little snacky things. And he literally just gave the kids like a carrier bag kind of full of chocolate or gave it to the parents and went, do your kids want that? It's stuff that I'm not allowed to eat anymore because I'm on a diet. Oh, excuse me. So things like that are really good. And if you enjoy baking, Renato, if you enjoy the baking side, then see if there's places that will take baked goods, because you sometimes do, you know, you might have friends that will eat it. You might have somebody locally that you know is kind of struggling a bit. Again, they might be a bit lonely or a bit hard up, and you might make a cake and then kind of, or make some cupcakes, for instance. You might make a dozen cupcakes and keep 3 for yourself and then give 9 to somebody else. That way, if you enjoy the baking side and that creative side, you kind of get that endorphin rush, but then you don't have to eat all the cupcakes. I know that in my case, I would eat all the cupcakes, but you know, it's possible. It is possible, I guess. Not for me. It's why I don't bake. What kind of cake do you bake? Says Anita. Says Ellie. Oh, Ellie, loads. Lemon drizzle, Victoria sponge, chocolate fudge, etc., etc. Baking helps calm your mind, but you never keep a whole cake. I always give them to friends. Oh, you must have some very large friends then. That's all I can say. If you're making all those delicious cakes and giving them to lots of other people, your friends must be very, very big. Oh, no worries, Vanessa. I hope you're okay. I hope your mum's okay. You've had the oldie one before, and it's quite nice. You just have to leave it out for an hour first. Or with your cup of coffee or your cup of tea, you put your spoon in your cup of tea and then you wait for a little bit and then your spoon's nice and warm and then you eat it like that. But yeah, you do, sometimes you have to. Oh gosh, where are we? No worries, Ness. Yeah. You've started jogging upstairs to help get some sort of exercise. No. Well, we don't have an upstairs. I could jog upstairs and I was about to say punch the bitch, but yeah, that's what I was going to say, but I wouldn't. But you know what I mean. Surely chasing the trolls around gives you that, Kirsty. Possibly. Yeah, but then you're at see, this is the other thing though, isn't it? Because you're chasing the kids around all day, you're at that certain level of fitness already. So to increase your calorie output, you then need to be running up the stairs, running back down, chasing the kids, running back up the stairs, running back down to increase your calorie output because you're already at kind of like a medium level. So, you know, it's a difficult one. Yeah, your friends have kids, so they love it when you bring cake. See, that's it. That's a perfect thing. Ellie, we'll get our exercise later because I bet you will, because we have to walk to Asda to get some shopping for the weekend and to burn off last night's McDonald's. Wow. The 3/4 cake will sadly not happen as I haven't been out for over 3 weeks, not seen anyone. Chances are I'm baking a poppy seed filled cake made with a yeast based dough. That sounds either absolutely delicious or absolutely disgusting. It means I'm not very good with like poppy seeds on top. Yeah, and throughout like a Madeira type or spongy type cake thing. I don't know what the yeast based dough is. I don't know what that is, but I've got no idea. Kirsty, well, you would think so, neat. I said this morning I should be 3 stone wet through running after Lou, but age is definitely playing a huge factor now as I'm taking longer to shift it than I was younger. Yeah, it is. It absolutely does. And as you get older, it does get harder. Ness, she is Kirsty. However, it's the most confusing call. Her post office card is cracked. She needs a new one, and they are being awkward. Right. Okay. Yeah, you might need to get on that for her. I don't know. I don't know how that works anymore. As I say, I know like when Mum was poorly and things, it was a whole different time. 6 or 7 or 8 years ago. Feels like a whole different time, doesn't it? Sometimes. Right. Let me just get my primer. There we go. Got my primer. Hang on. Oh, okay. No, don't knock the tarot cards down there. That's not going to be a useful place for them to live. Jesus. Right. Sorry, everyone. Oh. I thought I sorted myself out. Yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Like because there's so much happening at the moment in the world with COVID and like the economic crashes and everything that's going on across the globe. It's really hard for us to kind of just to get back into a routine. Because I think for me, like having a routine would help, but I don't have a routine. And to be honest, the things that gave me a routine before aren't things I want to really do anymore. So, you know, it's one of those things. Right, I'm going in with my primer. So I will let you all know what I did weight loss wise. If anyone else has got their weight loss, by the way, if anyone else has already weighed in this morning, do let me know in the comments what your results are this week, because I do find it really, really fascinating, and I'm a really nosy bitch. Are we still on topic? Yes, mental health, checking. It's number 1 on my list actually, complete with number 2 down there. The cake thing is a little bit different though. Uwek, Ian gets similar confusing calls from his mum. If you need to go and help sort it, hun, don't feel obliged to stick with us. Absolutely. If you need to go and sort it, my darling, then you feel, you know, you go and do it, Ness, if that's important. Well, obviously that's important, but if that's what you need to do, then that's what you need to do. Renata, it's a dough like you get with stollen. Is stollen a dough? I didn't know that. A heavy yeast cake. The poppy seeds are a thick layer and are flavoured with mixed peel, etc. It does sound nice, but also like I know that that isn't something that I can afford to eat right now. So it's kind of like, I guess it's kind of like everything else in lockdown. It's like, it sounds like something I would really enjoy later on. It's not something that I can partake on now. Does that make sense? Because it's kind of like, for me, I know that if I was to eat any kind of cake like that, it would I would eat a lot and I would enjoy it and it would trigger it and I would eat a shit ton. Wow, Julie, you lost £2 this week. So happy with that. £13 to go. So to go. Do you have a weight loss thing in mind then? Do you actually have like a goal? Are you losing weight for a purpose? Is it just, that you want to be a bit healthier, or is it, are you losing weight so that come June 21st you're able to get a bikini on and go out with your bikini clad body to a beach where there's going to be like 7,000 people that are all there because we haven't had lockdown, or what? Is there a reason for it? Is it just a health kick? Like, do let me know, because for me, there's a couple of health related reasons. There's a transition related reason, but more importantly, like, I'm trying to get my diabetes back under control, because that is something that has been completely out of control for a while. So it's something that, because I am very mindful, as you said, Kirsty, I'm getting a lot older now. Like, almost every day I'm a day older. I mean, how does that work out? I don't understand it. It's like, seriously, this time last month I was a month younger. Something's not right there, you know what I'm saying? But in all honesty, in all seriousness, like my diabetes is kind of like one of my key reasons at the moment. By the way, I know that I probably look completely bonkers now, so shiny, so shimmery, but that is the Glow Primer, the Glow Drops Primer that I like. Little Miss Budget, you maintained this week. It's been a bit crap, but you maintained. You didn't have a gain. So that is phenomenal. That's really good, because with everything that's been going on, you said you had a really bad wobble. You said that you had a really bad week. So with everything that's happened, the fact that you managed to come in with a maintain is good. That is good. It could have been so much worse, my love. Can I get, is this going to, oh wow, I have used up. Is it going to work at all? I'm out of foundation. I'm not totally out of foundation. There are other things I can use. In fact, I'm going to have to get one out of the drawer. Oh my god, I'm out of that foundation. Wow. Do I have a backup in here? Bear with, everyone. I'll just use this, the Rimmel Perfect Match blah 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 one. I didn't like it. It's probably going to be too pale, especially with my glow drops on, but never mind. Losing weight because it's your 50th this year and don't want to be fat and 50. I said that when I was turning 40. I was like, I don't want to be fat and 40. I want to be fit and 40, and then that never happened. So Kirsty, you did say the other day that being poorly might have had a positive effect this week, and well, yes, it has. £3.5 off. Yay! Your Stone Award star today. That is fantastic news. Well done, my darling. That is really good. Obviously, just be aware you might have a little gain next week if it's because you had tummy troubles. Then put it that way, then it may be that you have a little gain again. You just got to gain maybe a pound back or half a pound, or you only have a tiny loss. But if it's just because you didn't eat, then well done. That means like this week you'll be on for another £2 or £3 loss if that's your goal. So that is really good. So yeah, let me just get all this crap off my hands, and then not crap, but my foundation, and then I will tell you what I did this week. Hang on a second. I can hear. Do you know, it's really weird because I can hear. It's like having Darth Vader in the bedroom. I can hear Rufus's CPAP machine working. Because again, as I say, he didn't go to bed till probably gone 6 this morning. So yeah. No, you just weren't eating hungry. That should be good then for this week. Because I know that, like, when I was doing Similar World, there was one sort of fortnight where I was really poorly with tummy troubles, and it was really bad. And then the next week, even though I'd stuck to plan, my body just was like, "Oh, now you're eating, right? We're going to just we're holding all the food. You're not losing anything this week, nothing at all. We're going to hold on to all the vegetables. We're holding on to them. That's it. Don't care if it's fibre. I'm having it. I'm not having anything. No weight loss for you." And that was really tough because I was like, oh, I've been on plan and I've only maintained. But, you know, it is what it is. You've got to kind of look at also, for those of you who menstruate, like every time you have that, every time you get your monthly cycles, at various times of the month, you might gain or lose a little bit anyway. So you have to kind of bear all of that in mind. I used to get so hung up on the numbers, it was ridiculous. A bit like being on YouTube. But I'd get so hung up on the numbers and I'd be like, oh my God, I've had a £2 off this week, I've had £1 off this week, oh, put a £0.5 on, put a half. And it's just like, look, what is it over the course of a month? How have you done in a month? How have you done in the course of 2 months? How has it gone like that? And once I kind of adjusted to that sort of mentality, it was like, okay, you know, that's fine. I've done, the overall trend is downward. So in that case, I don't need to worry. Oh God, what have I missed? Snapness. Every time I felt myself looking for a chocolate, I picked up some fruit instead. Yeah, I mean, I've literally got here some pineapple chunks, which I really do enjoy. There's quite a lot of sugar in them, so I can't have them every day, but I really do enjoy them. And instead of eating chocolate or anything, I'll have an open bar, or I'll have one of those. Not one of those. I'll have like a bit of pineapple, or like our pudding last night was the Slimming World rice pudding that we make in the slow cooker. There's a recipe on the channel if anybody wants it. I know Kirsty's tried it and really likes it. And again, if you look at the recipe online that we've put on, you can tweak it. You can add in, as Kirsty did, I think you added some cinnamon sticks and other things. We now add in like a squirt of sugar-free syrup, the sin-free syrup, a little bit of extra flavouring, or some, like there's a maple syrup one that Ruffus used yesterday, which was delicious. So that is really good. And because it's made in the slow cooker, you literally spend 5 minutes bunging it in, go away for a couple of hours, come back, and it's done. I am going to try it though in the soup maker. So yeah, that's going to be a good thing. Was a bit giddy this morning and I had to. Wow, talk about double check your maths. Let me just get this on, and I will. I know, right? Oh my God, breaking all the rules. I'm dragging it down my chin and then bouncing. I do love the sound. Makes me think of lots of rude things. Oh dear. And if you don't know what I mean, then you must be enjoying your time in the nunnery, is all I can say. If you don't. Oh God. Oh yeah. Yeah, there you are. Look, see, Kirsty's put in the chat there. Oh, that rice pudding is so easy and delicious. Yeah, I just got inventive, but you could literally add anything flavour-wise to it. And we do, yeah, we do. Ellie doesn't like fruit. Ooh, it's a bit, yeah, I've got to be in the right mood. We know that with Rufus's health issues, he can't have potassium. So, like, he used to eat a lot of bananas, but now he can't have the bananas because of the potassium levels. Heidi, hi Heidi. You forgot about Slimming World rice pudding. Must get back on track. It's a really nice. Do you know what? It's such a simple recipe, the one that we've got on the channel. It's so easy to do, and we use it with either almond milk or like oat milk. Well, normally we use almond milk, but if you use it with, oh, Rockabarrel's here. Oh, you are. Hello. Hi. We haven't seen you in a few weeks, my friend. How are you doing? Hey, Rocker. Morning, 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 morning. And also to Heidi. Nice to see you, Heidi, as well. What is it you can't face, or almost? What is it you can't face? I know, right? Yeah, the Slimming World rice pudding recipe. If you make it with almond milk, the almond milk, I think you can have either 500 ml or a litre on. No, I think it's 500 ml a day on your Healthy Extra A allowance on Slimming World. Do double check in your books. But basically, what that means is, if you're making it for 2 or 3 people, and you go cooker with a whole carton of the almond milk, then basically per portion you still should have enough of your Healthy Extra A to have teas and coffees. Obviously, it doesn't mean you can have a ton of cheese, but you can kind of play with your allowances like that. So yeah, so that's why we used almond milk. Plus, I can't have dairy, so that's one of the key reasons. Right, let me put my makeup brushes. Rocker Barrel, I am so glad you're here, my friend. Heidi Rowlands, hi all. I'm being naughty, thought I'd drop by, but should be at work. No, that's fine. That's fine, Heidi. If you need to head off and do work stuff, then we totally understand. Great to see you here on the channel, so thank you very much for that. I don't know whether you know that I've got the beauty channel, which is called Beyond Authentic. This is now Beyond Authentic Health, but the beauty channel Beyond Authentic, I'm on there on Sunday evening doing a self-care Sunday as well. So yeah, have a little look-see. It's a litre on the unsweetened though for Health Extra, isn't it? It is a litre of the unsweetened. Yes, it's got to be unsweetened. But if you add your Canderel or your other forms of sweetener into it, then basically you get that same sweetness kick, but you're allowed sweetener on Slimming World. So you can't have the sweetened one, but you can have the one that's got you can have the unsweetened and add your sweetener in. So yeah, but also you can use things like the sugar-free skinny syrups. So if you use one of those, either the ones that are now in Home Bargains or the ones that are made for coffee, like the liquidy ones, the barista ones, put a good glug of that into your rice pudding, and basically that gives you the sweetness. So you don't even need to add your Canderel, because one of the things that I found with the diabetes is that Canderel, that type of sugar, or sweetener, sorry, that type of sweetener, my body has problems processing, and it can spike my sugar levels even though it has no sugar in it. So yeah, you need to be a bit careful if you are diabetic as to what type of sweetener you use. Rocker Barrel, my friend, how have you been? How has your weight loss journey gone? Should we do the thing? Shall I do the thing? So then, this week, I weighed in this morning, and I've got a confession to tell everybody. I have been lying to you all inadvertently. I redid the maths. So yeah, so it turns out I had added 2 extra pounds to my loss. So when last week it said 15 pounds in 7 weeks, it was actually 13 pounds in 7 weeks. How I managed to do it, I have no bloody idea. I have a little notebook thing here. So one of my little note things, and this is the one that I use. It's got all of my crib notes on for this is Rockerbox. That's God, what else have I got? Feel Unique. So all of the videos that I make over on the beauty channel, and some of the ones here where I'm talking about, oh, this is what I need to do to, promote this, promote that. All of these crib sheets, one of these at the back is my weight loss thing. If I cover that up, look. So there you can see, and you can probably work out what the result was today as well. So that is my thing. But I hadn't written this bit of it, which was my running total. I hadn't written that. So because I hadn't written it, it was like, okay. And then for some reason, I had added 2 extra pounds onto it. And when I weighed in today, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. So today I have lost 2 pounds this week, which I'm more than happy about. That's somewhere at the top end of my goal. My goal is between 1.5 to 2 pounds, or 1.25 to 2 pounds a week. So I'm happy with that. I've really struggled this week in terms of snack bars, which I'll talk about in a minute. But when I look at it, that means in total I have gone from so-and-so 11.5 pounds to a stone less, 10 pounds, which is 15.5 pounds. So yeah, so that is my weighing result today. It is 2 pounds off and 15.5 pounds in 8 weeks. So I'm happy with that. That means that £3 gain I had for Valentine's, that it hasn't kind of messed me up with my target too much. I am still on my £2 a week target, so I am really, really happy with that. But I have really struggled. Hang on, let me show you. I have really struggled this week, big time, with open light bars and benefit bars and the skinny bars. I have really, really struggled. I have found myself, instead of going, right, you're allowed 15 to 20 sins, because I'm so fat and heavy, I'm allowed a bit extra sins. So yeah, you know how heavy I am. So because it's kind of like, right, I'm allowed 15 to 20 sins. If I don't have my Healthy Extra B, then I can have 2 of these bars plus 15 sins. And each of these bars is 2.5 sins. So therefore, you can work out how many I can have. So I can have 2 for my healthy extra B, and then what? Two for 5 sins. Sorry. So I can have 6 more. Is that right? Yeah, 6 more. If I don't have any other sins, so I can have in total 8 of these. 8 of these. Oh my god, my mirror just fell off my laptop. Which is ridiculous, which is a ridiculous amount. But I have also been having those other skinny bar things that are like 100 calories. So they're like, what are they? 5 sins each. I have been really struggling for Heidi. I've just seen your comment. You say you've been following us for a few years. Thank you so much. And originally lost 9 stone with Cinderella, but again maybe 2 stone back. Going to weigh Monday and see how it goes. Fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Weigh in, let yourself get back on the plan or a plan, whatever works for you. Don't worry about having gained 2 stone. Like in lockdown, everybody's gained 2 stone. So that's neither here nor there. That's fine. You're okay with that. You're still doing really, really well. So and also, like, I technically haven't rejoined a group because I don't see the point of rejoining a group to sit on a Zoom call. So I am doing the plan as before, but I am just not officially part of Slimming World, the group at the moment. And it's still, I'm still finding it working for me. But if you watch some of the old videos that I did, then I really struggled at nighttime with my snacking at nighttime. And what I ended up doing was I ended up taking in a nighttime platter. So we got these little trays that were about that big, yay big, and not very deep, but they were just, and they were big enough to put, these are my 2 healthy extra bars. This is some grapes. This is a small bowl of gherkins or pickled onions or whatever it is that I was actually allowing myself, because obviously pickled onions and gherkins are speed food. So I had those in a little bowl of things, and I was like, right, if I want to snack, I will have a couple of gherkins, a couple of like pickled. I mean, if you do this plan, if you do this tip, by the way, just make sure that your other half is aware that in the middle of the night your breath is going to stink because you're going to smell like gherkins and pickled onions. But anyway, it's one of those things. So for me, that was something that I had to do. Sometimes put some fruit, some grapes or some whatever I'd have, like an orange or something, or banana with it. So there would be something. And I would take that little tray to bed, and I would allow myself, if I wanted to eat everything on my little tray. And I'd put them in little like ramekin dishes that we've got. So like I've got one here that's got makeup stuff in it, but like a little ramekin dish that I would put my treats in so that they were kind of portioned to bed. And that would be, that's right, I think that was the dogs, it wasn't the door. That would be my snack allowance for the night. And I would be able to eat everything and still stay on plan. And I haven't been able to do that recently. I haven't been like taking that to bed and using that as my snacks. And the other thing I've got is next to my bed, I've got a little tub with all of these in. And it's too much temptation. And whilst I've had a loss this week, I very nearly could have had a massive gain, because I have been, the eating disorder part of my brain has basically just decided, do you know what? We're just going to eat them all. It's healthy food, right? It's healthy. So we're just going to eat them all. Just going to eat them all. It's fine. It's healthy food. Just eat them all. It's fine. Snack bars, well, it's not a Mars bar, so just eat them all. And that has been the mentality. And so I'm really glad that this week I'm now like, right, weigh in on Thursday. To be fair, last night I had my bars, but weigh in on Thursday, and then Thursday night, make sure that you do a platter. I call it a little platter, my snack platter. Make sure you take that to bed with you, because that is the way that I know I'm going to be able to be back properly on plan and properly focused. And I mean, I have been focused and we have been cooking. I will be doing a what we ate this week video, by the way. Hopefully that will be edited today. I've got to film today for the beauty channel. And also I'm filming a thing on witchcraft and magic, and yeah, the first of a series over for the other channel as well. So that will be up on there. So I've got to film all of that today. But I will also be doing the what we ate this week, because of, £2 off, considering all those bars I've had. That's not too bad. I will accept that. So yeah. Oh gosh, let's have a little look. See. Rocker Barrel, you gained loads. Yeah, I know you said that the other week. You're really struggling at the moment, aren't you, my friend? Kirsty there, look, oh Rocker, if your heart isn't in it at the moment, the head will struggle too. Yeah, absolutely. Anita, check out Kirsty's channel. Yep, if you can do. If you look in the chat, there is a little link there to Kirsty's channel. So she has a channel. It's all things beauty, makeup and beauty, and a little bit of the spooky. So if you like that, go and check out Kirsty's channel. Rocker Barrel, you were rushed to hospital recently. Oh my God! Saw the head heart doctor. He diagnosed you something or other. Now on heart meds forever. Then please take this as a wake-up call, because I didn't with my diabetes, and it's caused me some serious issues in my life. It really did fuck up some major plans that I had, and I mean like major plans. It totally fucked my life, and nearly was the end of me. And I don't mean that the diabetes would have done me in, but the other thing messing up because of the diabetes nearly did me in. So I ignored my health for a long time, and now I'm paying the cost. And I don't want to be dead in 10 years. And the reality is that unless I do something about the diabetes and the weight, then I will be. So I need to get on it. And if you are on heart meds because you had some heart issues, like the heart isn't something that you can replace easily. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know, oh, I need to lose weight because I want to get in a new pair of jeans, or because, you know, I want to be able to go shopping at, I don't know, Topman instead of High and Mighty, for instance, right? That could be your goal. But that would be a secondary goal, because your main goal is to be alive, surely. And I know that it's tough, and I know you don't need a lecture from me, but I'm going to give you one anyway. Like, you seem to be a really nice guy that struggles. And if you are a really nice guy that's struggling, then, you know, get some help for the struggling, because we want you around, my friend. We do. We want you around in a year's time. Once lockdown lifts and we start able to do things like, especially for this channel, when we start being able to go like partake in SlimCon again and do events and like be part of the community. Like once lockdown lifts next, imagine this time next year we're planning for SlimCon and everyone's like, oh my God, what's happening? Oh, Elise has now lost 7 stone or whatever. And she's going to be going to SlimCon, and this will be really cool. We can go and do all this. Can you imagine the excitement and the buzz? And if you're part of that, if you're still here, you can be part of that buzz. You can be part of that whole new, like, whoa. Do you remember when lockdown was a thing? Wasn't that shit? I know, right? Now look at me. Look at my slim body or whatever. At least you'll be here. If you don't do anything and you carry on going the way you're going, you might not be. You know, and it's the same with your heart meds. It's the same with my diabetic meds, right? You've got some damage now, and you need to be on meds now. In 2 years' time, if you reverse the damage that's happened, if you can manage to get a bit more, you know, some of the weight off that you've gained and be a bit healthier, you might not need the medication. You might do. I'm not a doctor, I don't know, but it might be that actually whatever is happening is reversible. So we don't know. I don't know what that was. Kirsty, you originally lost 3.5 stone on Slim World about 5 years ago, but then had your youngest little boy and put all of it back on and more. But at least you've made the decision to tackle it now, Heidi. So well done. Exactly. And the thing is, it is all about that, isn't it? It's all about, we could all, and I did, for most of last year, I knew that I was eating crap. I was having takeaways and chocolate and giant donuts the size of almost my head, and we'd get 3 again. There were 20 quid for 3. Can you believe it? Technically, they were £21.50 or something, including postage. But for 3 fucking donuts, they were like, and they were huge. And we'd get 3 of them. Once Rufus did pick up 6, which I don't even want to think how much that cost. But we got 3 of them, 1.5 each. And basically, we'd cut all 3 into halves, but we'd have 1.5. So we'd have like half of all of them each. But they were like the size of your head. And we'd sit and eat each donut, each half a donut was probably 2 donuts worth of donut from Krispy Kreme. They were huge. And I'm not joking, like they were big donuts. And we sat and ate them. We sat and had takeaways. We sat and got pizza and chicken parmos and all of that shit. And we did it to ourselves. We absolutely did it to ourselves. But I'm not beating myself up about it and not allowing Rufus to beat us up about it, you know, but himself or myself, because I've now got all the Instagram messages coming through. I don't know what is happening with my internet, because we were just in that place last year, and it was a tough year for everyone. And you know, even if it hadn't been for lockdown, because of my diabetes, then what had happened at the end of the year before, last year was always going to be a tough sort of bounce back year for me. And yeah, it is just tough. It is hard. It's hard maintaining a focus. So yeah, for everyone that's lost weight before and then put it on, I completely understand, because food is something for me, right? For my eating disorder, food is something that I need. So it's not like alcohol and it's not like heroin, where you can go cold turkey on those and then it's difficult and it's tough, but you can live a life without those. You can't do that with food. And you know, even if it's the same thing, you know, sometimes when you see people that have had a gastric band or a gastric bypass and they lose a ton of weight, and then a couple of years later they seem to be quite a bit bigger again, because they find a way. You know, if you've got a gastric band and you want to eat a shit ton of food, you can eat a shit ton of food. You just eat it all the time. You graze small amounts all the time, so that your body is constantly processing the food, and you stretch your stomach and all of that. It's doable. You've got to have the mindset. And for me, like, knowing that I'd put weight on is the reason I left this channel in the lurch for a year. Knowing that I felt crap, knowing that I had let the side down, or feeling that I'd let the side down, is basically why I didn't come back to it. And now it's like, well, actually, I need to document my journey, because actually the journey is the important part, because I struggle. I struggle all the time. Every single day I struggle with food, and it is really tough. But yeah, for those of you that have made the decision to, whether it's Slimming World or Weight Watchers or calorie counting or healthy eating, or whether you're just making better food choices and understanding the reason you pick that food, like, more power to you. You're doing great. Even if you're having a wibble, even if your weight loss in 2 months has been 3 pounds, that's 3 pounds off. It could have been, you know, you could have been 3 pounds on every week. It's 3 pounds off, no matter what. And even if you have gained 3 pounds every single week, or 5 pounds every single week, if you're making the decision that now, today is the day where we're going to do something about it, and we're going to actually commit, and we're going to, you know, make better choices, because I don't actually want to fucking die next year, then that's a good start. And that's what we need to do, surely. Surely that's all we need to do. Once we start, once you see your first weight loss in the first week, then that, I know for me, that was like, right, okay, I'm back on it. I feel better. Now I'm 2 months in and a stone and 2 pounds, nearly 15.5 pounds off. It's like I can start to see some of those effects. I can start seriously recognizing how much better I'm feeling. And yeah, I've got a long way to go. I've got something like, to get the weight off that I want, it's something like 7 stone. It's going to take me till the best part of next October, but I'm going to bloody do it. And yeah, I need to do things and tweak things and not have my snack bars and all of that, but I'm going to bloody well do it, because I'm damned if I'm not. Do you know what I mean? And hopefully, if you're watching this and you've made the decision, then hopefully you're able to do that as well. And again, do please message and do please contact us and come into the lives and have a chat and everything else, because, you know, we can do this together. And you are, if you're watching this on this channel, you are part of this community, and you might not feel it, and it might feel really alien, and you might feel like I'm wagging the finger at you and all of that shit. But trust me, I've been there. There is no judgment. If you come in every week and you say, I put weight on this week. Okay, you put weight on this week. Are you going to change that for this coming week? You don't have to. But if you want to get weight off, then let's talk about some ways that we can help. Maybe let's talk about, you know, some things that you can put in place. Like, I'm doing my snack platter, and I will take pictures of it tonight and put them up on Instagram tomorrow. But I'm going to do my snack platter, because I know it's something that works for me. You might hate gherkins and pickles. So if that's the case, find something else that you can have. But I might have some crab sticks, some pickles. I know, right? Could you imagine my breath in the morning? It's not pleasant. But crab sticks and pickles and some pickled onions and some gherkins on my savoury side, and on my sweet side as a pudding, I will have a couple of my Alpenlight or Benefit bars. But that is going to bed. It's effectively like a speed food supper. But in my head, that's my snacks. Oh, being so naughty. I get to have some snacks. So that's how I'm making a change this week. So for those of you that are wanting to do some weight loss, for those of you that are wanting to lose a couple of pounds or a couple of stone or 20 stone, whatever it might be. But yeah, whatever it might be, for those of you that are wanting that, how are you going to do that this week? Please put it in the comment. Let's have a chat in the comments, because I'm just talking a load of shit now, aren't I? I'm just waffling. Anyway, right, what have we got? Zoom isn't for you either, Rocket Barrel. You like the real contact. I know, but at the moment, if that isn't possible, then the Zoom call and coming on to the Slimming World community's live streams, if that is the only thing that's available, then do come and do that. Do come and be part of the streams and talk about the problems. You had a check for diabetes, and but it came back clear. That's very good. That's good. You lost about 12 stone. I'll still put loads back on now. Yeah. You put about 6 on. Well, that's still good because you're still 6 stone lighter than you were when you started. So that's cool. Kirsty's refreshing. You have to be in the right place in yourself to lose weight. If you're not, then it won't happen. Absolutely, Ness. Well done, Lisa. Love to see the determination. Well, the thing is, at the end of the day, right, we can all sit here and moan about how we got to this point in our lives. It's not going to do any bloody difference, is it? Because we are at this point in our lives. What we need to do is decide where we want to be next year. And I know that I want to go on holiday next October. That's what I want to do. I want to go to Spain. I want to have 2 weeks in Spain next October. So I need to put some money aside. I'm learning German. I'm learning Spanish. So yeah, yo soy una mujer. I am a woman. Yo comes manzanas. Yo come manzanas. I eat apples. I do sometimes. What else can I say? Yeah, so I'm learning. Rufus es un hombre. Rufus is a man. Yes, learning. Lou es un niño. Lou es un niño. Lou, Kirsty's Lou, her son Lou, not a toilet, is a boy, is a niño, which is niño is boy, niña is girl. So I'm learning on Duolingo because I'm thinking, right, I'm going to lose some weight, I'm going to do that, and I'm going, don't you just put that in my fucking head. Dedication, that's what you need. If you want to do the best, then you got to do the test or something. Dedication's what you need. If you want to be a record breaker, is that Roy Cast? Indeed, Lisa. Food is a strange thing for some people. Food is to me instantly addictive. If I eat normal sized meals, I gain weight, like my parents. My mother was overweight during the war. Yeah, it's difficult, and it's difficult for all of us because it isn't something that you can walk away from and go cold turkey because you need food to live. You don't need vodka to live. It's nice. You don't need like a joint to live. But you do need vodka, but you do need food to live. It's just making those choices, and it's so increasingly difficult because prepared food is so stacked against us in terms of fat and sugar and everything else. And the things that make food yummy are the fat and the sugar and everything else. It isn't the fact that, oh, this has got so much fiber in it. Fiber is delicious. Fiber tastes like cardboard because it's effectively cardboard. Yeah. But it's difficult. It really is difficult. Set that intention and be determined to carry it through. Having a go is what counts. No. As Yoda says, there is no try. Do or do not. There is no try. Like, lose the weight or don't. That's the end result. There is no, oh, well, I tried, right, but you didn't lose the weight. And that is really harsh But that is kind of what needs to be in my head. Oh, I'm going to try and do better this week. No, I'm going to do better. I'm not going to try, because try allows me to fail. And if I do better, then I either will or won't do better, if that makes sense. If I aim to do better, I will either do better or not. So I will either lose weight this week or I won't lose weight this week. If I try, oh, I'm going to try, I'll try and be a bit healthier. It's giving myself a cop out. It really is. There is no try. Do or do not. Lose weight or gain weight or maintain. Lose weight or don't lose weight. That is the option. It's like you're pregnant or you're not pregnant. There's no like you're a little bit pregnant. It's like no, there is no. Pregnancy is a different one. I know, I understand that, but it's like literally there is no other option. So for me, if I'm going to be going to Spain next year, which is the goal, and everything else that comes with having the weight loss and surgeries and everything else that is intended, then I need to not eat now. If I had not ate this time last year, then I wouldn't be in so much of a need to lose weight now. So yeah, for me personally, that's what I need to keep in my mind. Little Miss Budget, you're going to stop snacking on Edam cheese slices this week and get back to eating less bread and more crackers and cream cheese and lots of salad. You've lost your way a little. Yeah, but again, be careful with cream cheese. Like, go for the light options. In terms of bread, bread is really bad for us. Like, we know now that carbs are really bad for us. Bread is so yummy. I know that I can't have normal bread because it makes my tummy bad. So I have wraps, but I can only have a couple of wraps a day. If I have more than that, then I put weight on. So I can't have wraps. So I manage it. And again, it depends, Ness, on what your goal is in terms of losing weight. If it's a goal where you're like, I want to lose some weight because for health reasons, and I know that I'm struggling health wise, and actually if I lose the weight, it will make me feel better, then that's what you need to really, really put into focus. If it's because you're like, oh, you want to be in a smaller t-shirt next year, that's not as much of a focus, but it can still work. It all just depends on how committed we are. But that's really hard, isn't it? That is a really tough thing to do and a tough thing to say. Right, I'm putting some makeup on my face. I want to go with, I'm feeling kind of, I'm just going to put some yellow on my face and see where it takes us. So yeah. Kirsty says, have you tried the mini baby bows? I think you can have 6 of those as a healthy extra. Yeah, the baby bow lights, you can have, I don't think it's 6. I can't remember how many it is. I don't think it's that many. I think it might be 4. But you can have the baby bow, like the baby bow lights. They do them occasionally in Lidl's and places, or it might even be, I was about to say Netto's, but the other one, Aldi. They do in them occasionally, but in terms of, like, we've always picked them up in Asda when they've been on special. But these days, Aldi and Lidl both do 50% fat cheese, 50% less fat cheese, I should say, which is a little bit drier than perhaps you might be used to if you haven't had that before. I'm going to go in, I'm using the Juvia's Place palette, by the way. I'm going to go in with the green. No, do you want green? Do you want brown? We're going to go green. I know, right? If I'm using green, I should be using the Blood Money one, but it's not in my stash this week, so can see. Oh, shitty bollocks! I forgot. Sorry, I forgot concealer. I know, right? I'm looking at my eyes as well. Look, how can I forget concealer? Look at the state of my eyes. I will do it in a second. But yeah, you find Zoom calls so difficult. You really loathe it and avoid it like the plague. I noticed, Renata. Yeah, I did notice. It is really difficult. Has una discoteca, por favor? I don't know what the has is, but discoteca, where is it? Not where, is it? Donde es una discoteca, por favor? Has discoteca? I don't know what a has is. Anyway, yeah, lighter cream cheese. I like those. Estoy guapa. What does that mean? You got me saying rude words, haven't you? I bet you have. Did you use concealer? I did not use concealer. I forgot the concealer. Discoteca, Renata. It's a bit early. Haha, Ellie, not yet. I have not, Kirsty. I will look for them. Yeah, the baby bows are really lovely, actually. They are really, really, oh shit. They are really delicious. You see what happens, Ellie? I need you on the call. I need you to be like, concealer, 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 concealer. I did forget it. So anyway, I'm just going to go in with this greeny yellow, and I'm going to blend the two together a little bit, just a little bit. Wiggle it just a little bit. Let me hear you. But yeah, so I also wanted to talk about, so for those of you that are struggling this week and that are struggling with weight loss and that are struggling to maintain it on plan, right? Think of, I don't know when you weigh in, but think of today as a new start, right? So even if you weigh in on Monday and you know that you've had a bit of a crap week and you're like, oh, I'm just going to eat chocolate until Monday, because that's what I normally do. I'm going to eat chocolate until Monday, and then come Monday, then I'll be back on it. Well, think of today as the start of your new week. So if that's the case, what are you going to do differently to have a fabulous first week this week? So you could absolutely be like, you could treat this as your first week back on whatever diet plan it is that you're doing. What are you going to do to have a fabulous first week? Does that mean you need to reassess your cooking this week? Does it mean you need to plan your food, your meals this week? Does it mean you need to look at, I don't know, does it need, do you need to look at your snacking this week? What is it that you need to do to come in and talk next week and say to me, Lisa, guess what? I had a couple of pound off, or I had £3 off, or £5 off. Lisa, guess what? I maintained this week, but that's really cool. What do you need to do? Put it into the chat, please. Put it in the chat now. Come on, let's make a commitment. By putting it into the chat, you are putting it out into the universe. You are literally manifesting it. So let's manifest it together by putting it in the chat. What are you going to change this week that is going to make a difference to your weight loss and your weight loss journey? What is it going to be? I'm doing my nighttime platter. That is what I'm going to do. That is my absolute plan. Every day this week, I will do a platter and I will go to bed with it. And I'm going to try and get them in sealable, so that if I don't eat them all, I can put the lid on, put it back in the fridge. So what are you going to do this week? What is your change? Because if we don't do any change, if we, what was it Einstein said? Like, it's the ultimate stupidity of like not making a change and expecting a different result, or some word to that extent. I can't remember because fibro. But what is it that we are going to do differently? Oh, I haven't seen your eggs video, Ellie. No, I haven't. I will have a look. I will absolutely have a look. You need to stop buying snacks when you go shopping. Or can you buy healthier snacks or healthy snacks? Like you said, I know you said you don't like fruit. What about things like raisins? Do you like those little tubs of raisins? They're really nice. Hai una discoteca por aquí. Where is the discotheque? I don't know. No, it's not. Where is it? Because that's Sunday. I don't know what that says. Ellie, I did, and I liked it, but I wanted to see the end result. Oh, what, the eggs? I will have a look. I will have a look. But so instead of buying unhealthy snacks, have a look at the Alpen Light bars. If you like that sort of cereal bar type thing, have a look at those. If you want something that's got chocolate on it, Iceland do the Slimming World bars, the hi-fi bars they're called. They're $1.99 a box. I think you get 6, which is about the same price as Mars bars, I guess. But a couple of those, low sugar, low sin, low calorie, they're okay. Have a little look-see. One of the things I'm going to also do this week is I'm going to make another frittata, because when I make frittata, I actually end up making 3. I make 2 small ones that are kind of ideal for our dinners. I'm going to make a fairly big one that I will put in the fridge, and then that is something that we can have for lunch the next day, and then we also the next day. So effectively 3 meals out of a frittata. And then I'll put it with jacket potato and salad, or boiled new potatoes and salad, or something. So that's a really good one that I'll be doing this week, because again, it's really easy to have. That's the postman, so it could be the other parcel. Let me just go and check. Oh, God. Oh, nothing is exciting, I'm afraid. It was only some medication for Ruffus, so nothing exciting. They turned out good, Anita. Bob liked them. Bob liked your eggs. Say nothing. But yeah, so like, I mean, I don't know whether that's an option. We've got pies tonight. Bob's having carrots and I have new potatoes. Okay, that's good. That's good. What pies are you having? I'm going in with this green, by the way, this green shimmer. You'll be able to see how this makeup turns out on my Instagram, which is just the Beyond Authentic Instagram, not the Beyond Authentic Health. Also, by the way, everybody on the weight loss channel, which is all of you watching, I don't know why I said that, but for everybody watching, are you interested in the kind of the pictures of the meals that we're having sort of day by day on my Instagram? Is that something that's like, does that interest you? Is it something that you're like, oh God, really can't be bothered like even looking at what she's having? Like, is it something that's interesting? I know that for you, Rocket Barrel, maybe it might give you a few more ideas. If you're on Instagram, have a little look at Beyond Authentic Health. Also, if you type in Slimming World, hashtag Slimming World on Instagram and also on YouTube, you'll come up with, in the search bar, you'll come up with everybody that's made the hashtag Slimming World as part of their hashtag. So it will link a shed load of videos. It's a really good way of finding like other recipe videos or things like that. Chicken and gravy for you. Oh, I like chicken gravy. And beef and onion for Bob. Okay, well, that's good. Anita's got chili you made in the air fryer. Chili in the air fryer. That's interesting. Heidi, you've made sugar-free jelly for picking this evening when I'm home from work and needing a sweet snack. I love frittata, but we are having mushroom omelette and baked beans tonight. Well, it's almost a frittata, isn't it? A mushroom omelette is almost a frittata. Oh, yes. That, oh, God, no, I've said it. The J word, the J word that ends in Y, the wibbly wobbly, Anita's like, ooh, she has that's a trigger word for Anita. Little Miss Budget, you love that kind of video. It gives you more options. Okay, I am definitely going to put it into a video because we are definitely going to look at it because it's something which we are working on in terms of recipes and things behind the scenes. I know that we've come back behind the scenes. We're working on tweaking some recipes and tweaking some ways of cooking. Ruffus did an amazing. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it's called, but it was some curry, right? And it wasn't the keema matar that we filmed, and I've got a new version of that going up. It wasn't that. It was some other meatball kofka something, and it was so delicious. It had fresh mint and fresh coriander and garam masala and all sorts of stuff in it. It was so delicious. It was absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, so like he redid it because he discovered, like, wrote down the recipe ages ago, and so he found the recipe out. So we've done that, and he's tweaked it a little bit to make it even more Slimming World friendly and even more sort of low sin and better, healthier options. So that is something that we're definitely going to be filming the next time we make it. We might make it this week if we've got any mint. I think we bought some mint this week, so that would be one of the options we're filming. So yeah, so that would be a thing. But okay, so Heidi's got her sugar-free pudding for tonight, and you've got, because that's a really good option actually. That's reminded me. But I'll give you all a tip. If you are making that sugar-free wibbly wobbly pudding stuff, if you're making that and you're making it in a bowl or in a jug and putting it in the fridge, don't be tempted to add that sugar syrup, skinny syrup, syrups as extra flavoring. I made that mistake this week. I thought, I'll make some of those wibbly wobbly pudding things and I will put them in the fridge. But I thought, I know what I'll do. Because it's raspberry flavour, I'll put in some of the green slime. Sounds horrible, but it's apple and kiwi squirty syrup stuff. And I thought that would be really nice. It'd be really fruity, really fresh. So I did that, stirred it all up. Everything was fine. Put them in the fridge. It didn't set. There's an anticoagulant in those syrups, which is designed for it not to set. And it basically doesn't work with the gelatin. So yeah, it just doesn't work. So that is a tip. If you are doing a sugar-free wibbly wobbly pud, yummy, 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 then don't put any other flavouring in it, any other syrups and things, because it doesn't work. So Little Miss Budget, you've said before that you're wanting to lose some weight, Ness. You said that you're wanting to get down. In fact, I think you put a comment there, didn't you? Where did I see it? Did I see it? Did I see it? Am I making it up? There we go. I didn't read it. I glimpsed at it, and then the postman didn't turn up. Your goal is to get down to the weight you were 7 years ago. You're going to get better health, as I am crippled with your back and get sores under your belly. However, the sores have gone now, so it's better. It is for now. So for you then, you want to get to where you were 7 years ago. That's your goal in mind. So how are you going to do that this week? What steps are you going to do this week from now to get you to that point? What are you going to do this week? I'm not talking about next week and the week after and over the summer and when lockdown lifts and all of that. What are you going to do this week? Literally, starting today or tomorrow, what are you going to do differently to get you to the point where you can lose the weight and be back where you were 7 years ago? What are you going to do? Like, let us know in the chat, because I would love to know. And whatever you put in the chat, remember that next Thursday, I will be saying, did you do it? Did you do it? Did you do it? So yeah, like if you're up for it and you're feeling confident enough to put it in the chat, then do. Greens, it's actually called Alien Slime, Heidi. Yeah, bio oil is good for sores under your belly. Yeah, bio oil is good for a lot of things. Actually, it's really good. And I just realised I just put that on my lip, and I've got green eyeshadow on it. So yeah, I might have green eyeshadow slime eyes. I am going to add a little bit more of that slimy, greeny, slimy. So you're going to stop having so many snacks and quick snacking on Edam cheese. Okay, there we go then. That is a good thing. You are going to stop having so many snacks and stop snacking on the Edam. So that is your commitment this week then. So what are you going to snack on instead? What are you going to replace the cheese with? Because you can still snack. Like, do you like pickled onions? Do you like gherkins? Do you like beetroot? Because all that's like super speed food. Do you like mushy peas? It sounds really weird, right? Sounds really weird. Guess what colours you're rocking? I think Anita is rocking pink and purple. I think she's got the same colours I've got, Ellie. I think that's why she's laughing. I think she's got neon green with a I'm using the green Fenty again. Using the green Fenty again because I loved it. I don't care. It will match this. Or should I wear the blue? The blue might work with the green. No, I'm going to use the green. I'm going to colour coordinate for springtime. But yeah, so what are you going to have in unhealthy snacks? Because you can still snack. You can absolutely still snack. And if that's something that's important to you, I know, right? Snacking shouldn't be important. But if it's something you're in the habit of, you enjoy sitting down and watching Britain's Got Talent in the Jungle on ice, whatever. I don't know what telly programs are anymore because we don't watch telly programs. Whatever it is that I'm not using that palette. I've got a highlight there. I'm going to use this highlight as a brow highlight. So yeah, if it's your habit, by the way, as I was trying to say, rather, if it's your habit to sit and enjoy watching a bit of telly with some snacks, what are you going to do instead? You're going to be having more beetroot again. Oh, I love beetroot. And chop up raw carrot to snack on. Also have fruit and your benefit bars again. Yay! That's a proper plan. That is a proper plan. Can you put the pictures on the YouTubes? No, on the Instagram. Can you put pictures on your Instagram and actually show us I don't know whether you do it as a platter or whether you cut them up and have them during the day or whatever. Put them on the Instagram and let's have a look. Let's actually help each other out and let's encourage each other. You do have a Huda Pinky Shimmer on your list. Wow, Nate, get you, Huda Beauty. You're wearing your novena today. Oh, is that this novena, or have you got one of the big novena palettes? because I love my Norina, I really do. And I must say, I am really enjoying this Shop My Stash. I might have to continue it over actually, and actually use these products again. I don't know. There's a couple of items I need to refresh, but I'm enjoying these products. But I did want to do, because this is all the bougie one, I was going to do a Makeup Revolution Shop My Stash, just Revolution. We shall see. I don't know yet whether I'm going to do that or not. We shall see. Lewis Budget, you'll do that. Fantastic. Fantastic. That's good, because that will really help. And also, let's seriously, let's help each other out with the Instagram, with the chats, and let's help each other out with my chat bollocks. Let's help each other out with our food this week. So I don't just mean you and me, I mean all of us as a community. Like, share what you're eating, share what you're enjoying. If there's something that you discover that's like super yummy, like, but that's relatively low calorie, low sin, and not too unhealthy, then share it. Like, one of the things I really enjoy about it sounds disgusting, but I really enjoy a plate of steamed broccoli or boiled cabbage, schoolyard boiled cabbage. I don't know why, I just really enjoy it with a bit of salt and pepper on. It's amazing. But like just steamed broccoli or something, oh, I love it. I could just eat a plate of steamed broccoli on its own. And like yesterday, was it yesterday? No, the day before yesterday, I cooked the Iceland turkey and bacon joint, put it in the oven, yum yum yum. And it's like, it was a fairly, well, it wasn't a fairly big joint. It was like, it's designed, I think it's supposed to be for 3 or 4 people, but you will only get like maybe a slice and a half each if you do that. So we ended up just with me and Ruffus, but I left it in the oven too long. So it went from like being this big to being like that big. So we ended up literally with like 2.5 slices of this turkey each, thin slices. But I had that, and we did it with jacket potato, and then I did sprouts, cabbage, and broccoli. So there was just this big pile of green vegetables on a plate, and it was so yummy, so delicious. It was yummy. That night cream is gorgeous and so light. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, number 6 in Poundland. I know that you said that was the one you were after. So as I say, when I saw it, I was like, oh, I'll grab that. Ellie, you've got into these bird's eye steam bags for veg. Very good. Yeah, they are. They are really good. We like those quite a bit, but not just bird's eye. Like Asda do their own versions, a little bit cheaper. So yeah, do have a little look see in your local supermarkets, because once they kind of, obviously, once the supermarket knows how many steamy microwave or steamy veg bags are selling, they all came out with their own versions. So yeah, I've got to say, we eat a lot of fresh veg, and so it looks really weird on my mirror. Hang on a second. I think I just need to. Here we go. Maybe just using a clean. Oh, hang on. Let's just take my spoolie and just do that. There we go. Is that better? Yeah, it's a bit better. That looks all right. I guess it's only eyebrows, isn't it? It was the number 6 cream, Anita, from Poundland. It's their. Is it their night cream? Yeah, the number 6 night cream. That I saw. I don't know whether you talked about it on one of the lives, did you, Ness, or was it just on? Oh, now, look, I'm distracted. Now, look, we've got the Zayo Essence of Nature in green. That's quite a dark green. Right, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this on. Quite close to my lash line. Like that. So it's a dark, and then I'm going to use the Fenty green. I know it's not technically my Shop My Stash, but I love it. Renata, you have to always force yourself to eat broccoli. You hate the stuff, and don't eat it. If you don't like broccoli, don't eat it. Have cauliflower or carrots or something else. You can't use Poundland skincare as it breaks you out in a rash. Wow. I've never used it either, to be fair, but partly that's got nothing to do with like knowing whether it's going to react on my skin. It's mainly because I've got so much skincare that unless I do like a dedicated skincare from Poundland video, I've got so much skincare from all the sub boxes and things that I've had that I literally don't, like, I don't need to buy skincare even if it is only £1. Oh no, knocking everything off because my boobs are too big. Hold on. Oh no, right. Plenty. I know technically it's not part of my shop, my stash, but it's such a gorgeous colour. I'm going to put it on my waterline. Look how bright that is. Put it on my waterline. Sorry everyone. I can't talk and do my waterline liner at the same time. Oh god, that's really irritating my eye now because I did poke my eye slightly. But anyway, no, don't water. Come on, stop watering. Ah, bugger. Ah, bugger. That's really irritating my eye. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? You need to sort out some veg for Sunday dinner. You're cooking, I can't say, a chicken joint this week. Hence why we have to go to Asda and Bob wants rich tea. That's cool. See, rich tea are not a bad biscuit, you know. They're actually quite relatively low in the sins and things. So it's not a bad option to have. There we go. There we go. There's me upper liner in the lime green as well. God, I love it. I love this green. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. I hope you say sorry to the chicken. I know, right? No, it'd be fine. Although technically she did say she wasn't cooking the chicken, just the joint. So she's going to take the joint off the chicken and then, because it's already pre-rolled, and then she's going to cook that. And then the chicken just goes away and doesn't get to smoke its joint. Or something. Sorry, my brain isn't functioning on all cylinders right now. There we go. I do like that green. I like the green a lot. It is very cool. There we go. Just thicken it up slightly on that line, that outer line. There we go. Wow. Greeny green. Pretty eyes. Full of sparkle and of fire. No, that can't be right. That can't be right. You know when you misremember lyrics? Yeah, that's me all the time. It is a stunning green. You are absolutely right, Anita. I know, right? Look, me and Renata, me and Rihanna, like that, like that. Me and Rihanna. You will refresh if the video is so bad, can't see a thing. Really? Okay, sorry. It's still showing me as full bars on the internet. This is bloody virgin for you. But as I say, I do have the cable turning up hopefully tomorrow, so that should make everything a little bit easier. So then, just on in terms of bit of promo for this week coming up, don't forget everybody, tomorrow night over on Making It Up, which is Kirsty's channel, she'll be doing her Friday Night Natter, which will be I'll be in the chat there. I'm one of Kirsty's moderators, so yeah, that will be a fun evening. It's always a fun evening. It gets a bit raucous. If you've never joined us before, it can get a bit naughty in the chat. We can say all sorts of naughty things and people talk about all sorts of things. So that's really cool. So people can talk about like whatever they want. So do come along to that if you would like to join us. There's a lot of people on there that are from this community and also from my other channel, my beauty channel. So absolutely lots and lots of people there. So Friday night, 8 p.m. UK time, it's on the channel. It's on the channel. It's called Making It Up. Sorry, I've just seen the comment there. If you look at Kirsty's chat, just in the chat section, you can see it's popping up there. It says Making It Up. That's the spelling. Come and join us on there, 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. UK time, every Friday night. And then Sunday evening over on Beyond Authentic, then I am doing my live stream there. It's called a Self-Care Sunday, and it's now got the last hour, and it's actually 7 p.m. UK time now. I've brought it forward an hour. So for everybody that is normally on my Sunday lives, I've now brought it forward to 7 p.m. till 9. And I'll be doing free tarot readings on that channel between 8 and 9. So if you want to come across, if you want to join, that would be absolutely lovely. Do come across and join us over there. I'm very, very fortunate to have Kirsty and the fabulous Anita as my two of my moderators over there. So yeah, do make sure that you do pop along either on Friday night for Friday Night Natural on Kirsty's channel, or over there on my channel. But also, if you also have a look in the live stream, Little Miss Budget has a blue next to her name as well, because she's one of my moderators for this live stream, and that's Vanessa, and Vanessa's got a channel. So do make sure you have a little look-see there as well. Little Miss Budget, she does all sorts of makeup reviews and beauty reviews and things like that. She's recently done a lot of collabs with the Makeup Revolution Facebook page, or I think it's the Makeup Revolution Appreciation page, something like that. And she's done a lot of collabs with people talking about their favorite palettes, the Revolution palettes and things. So if that floats your boat, tickles your pickle, then do make sure you have a look at that. You see, you are all wrong. Broccoli is the most amazing food ever. It is so delicious, so yummy. It is a big plate of broccoli, really filling, full of fiber, full of flavor, full of vitamin D. Yum, 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 delicious. Yep, fight me on it. Although, if you don't like broccoli, then I do understand it. But then, like, try cauliflower, or spinach is really nice as well. But I like spinach. What I don't like, though, is you buy a big bag of spinach and you put it in the steamer, and it comes out in like a little thin little, like a half a lettuce leaf, and you just go, where's all my bloody spinach gone? Because it just goes. What's the problem with broccoli? Awesome stuff. It's lovely. I love broccoli. Ellie loves broccoli. This is it, you see. I might put a little, I tell you what I'll do. I will put a poll in the Facebook chat, right? I will put a poll up on my Facebook channel, and we will ask the question, broccoli, yay or nay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Neely Kelly. Good evening, good afternoon, my darling. How are you? So also, when I was telling you all in the like 5 minutes ago, 2 minutes ago, when I was telling you all that about people that have got channels, Kelly, Afflicted Beauty, there in the chat. Kelly also has a channel. Oh, it's the Revolution Beauty Appreciation Society. So it's Revolution Baps. Just holding my palettes over me, Baps. Yeah, that's what I think. Afflicted Beauty, your kids love broccoli, but they're so fussy and will only eat tender stem. Oh, I like tender stem, but that's because your kids are posh, isn't it? It's what it is. Everyone's saying hello to Kelly. So Kelly, my darling, I've got a little question to ask you. Do you fancy being a moderator? That was the question. I did say I wasn't going to do it on the live stream, but yeah, fancy being a moderator, drop me a little message and we'll have a little chat-see. Chat-see? What was I trying to say? Bougie kids. Yes. I tell you what is nice. Have you tried purple tender stem? Oh, it's delicious. You have 2 more collabs coming up, not with your bestie this time. Okay, that's really cool. We're doing a lot of collabs at the moment, I've got to say. I'm well impressed. I am well impressed. Afflicted Beauty, yes, spinach is a fave. Spinach is a favourite too. Oh, okay. Oh, I'll tell you what, hang on. Let me do this here then. I'll do this now, then I can do it on the other one. Spinach is a favourite. Wow. I see, again, I love spinach. I just wish it didn't mush. I like it in a frittata because it's really nice in a frittata. Spanner number 7 in the house. Spanner 7 in his house. In the biggity house. Is that a thing? Am I like urban in street now? Is that like biggity? It's like every bad white rapper from the 80s and 90s. Yeah, bad, isn't it? Yeah, bad. Oh, number 8. See, this is why Major Spanner there. So Anita is now our official Major Spanner. Yes, Major. So she's just put in the chat, right? Number 8, Becky's number 7, and then she's gone, I think. But yeah, fabulous. Thank you, Kelly. If you post now, you'll see your name is now in blue with a little spanner next to it. Thank you so much for that. I will add you into words. I'll add you into an Instagram group, and you, Ness, as well. So we'll set that up and get that rolling at some point in the next couple of days, before the Sunday. This year is looking like collab year. Absolutely. But that's really cool, though. That is really cool. If you are doing, if you're enjoying the collabs, like I really love doing collabs, but we've had some interesting experiences with them over the last few months. And there's been some that have proved more difficult than others. There's some that we've got that we really want to do. The challenges that me and Kirsty do, I think, are probably the easiest collabs, because it's just me and we've got a list and we can kind of pick the ones through. And this month's collab that I'm going to be filming this weekend, this month's collab, let me tell you, this month's collab on Beyond Authentic on the Beauty channel, this month's bloody collab, wow, is all I'm saying. The challenge, it's going to be an interesting one. Can't wait. You have to scoot off. Okay, my darling, we will see you very soon, Ellie. I'm going to drop you a message on that there Instagram, my love. So yeah, we will see you very soon. Hopefully see you tomorrow on Kirsty's live at 8 p.m. If not, if you can, do come and check out Sunday at 7 p.m. over on the Beauty channel. Thank you so much for that. Gotta go. Your cake needs kneading now for at least half an hour. Oh my God, you've got to knead the cake for half an hour. See, I just haven't got the patience. But okay, my darling Renata. Again, hopefully we'll see you on Sunday over on the Beauty channel on Beyond Authentic. If not, might see you tomorrow night on Kirsty's live. Don't know. Either way, hope you have a really lovely cake. Put a picture on Instagram. I think you're on Instagram, aren't you? Or put a picture on the Facebook. Yeah, put a photo up. Let me know how it looks, because of poppy seeds sounds really, really interesting. I'm not going to be able to eat it, but I can still look. You know, I can still look. It's like that thing, isn't it? Like when you're married, you can't. What is it? Is window shopping? You can look, touch. No, there's a phrase. I don't know, because I've been doing a live stream for 2 hours after having no sleep. But yeah, you know. Ooh, happy pummeling, Renata. Speak to you soon. Yeah, Kirsty says happy pummel. Why can't I not speak? Happy pummeling. All of that. Good way of getting some stress out and getting a bit of exercise in. Before everybody goes, if you can just hit the thumbs up button, that would be amazing. We've still got 10 in the live and we've got 6 thumbs up only. We did have 12 or 13 or 14 in the live at one point, but we've only got 6 of those little thumbs up. So if you could just hit the thumbs up, that would really help. Look at that, Little Miss Budget just popping that into the channel there already. Thank you for that. So yeah, if you can do that, really does help me out with the YouTube algorithm things. So that is a really easy way for helping any of you content creators out there, any of the people in the live chat that have got channels, anybody at all. If you want to help us out, we don't have merch to sell, we don't have Patreons to join, we don't have membership schemes or any of that. The best way that you can help out the small creators out there is to hit the like button, and if you haven't already, to hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to do it. Julie, you've got to go as well, my darling. Good luck with next week's weigh-in. Absolutely. Same to you, my love. Hopefully we'll all get there and we'll all come in next Thursday with good losses. And as they say in Slimming World, I hope to see less of you next week. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, you'll have a fantastic week as well. Don't forget, Julie, if you haven't already, Beyond Authentic, without the health on the end, is my beauty channel. So do have a little look-see over there. Again, I hope you have a really, really lovely week. My weigh-in this week was, I came in with £2 off. So although it says £15, which is actually 15.5, I made a mistake about 3 weeks ago in my weight loss. I added in an extra £2. So this is actually what I've lost. So before I couldn't make the figures tally. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. What the hell have I done? And I basically miscounted. I think I counted a week where I lost £2 twice. Anyway, that is what I've actually lost in 8 weeks. £15, £15.5. So just under £2 a week, which is my target. So that's good. Happy with that. Yeah, Kirsty had a good week. Go on, Kirsty. pop it in the chat, and then because I got in there first, so everyone's like, "Oh, well done, Lisa, that's good." Kirsty's about to come in and just be like, "Ha, you think that's a good result? Wait until you see this, bitches." Go on, Kirsty, pop it in the chat, 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 pop it in the chat. I'm doing me last. Oh, excuse me. I'm doing me last eye just on the waterline, just a little bit. Because it doesn't stay on my waterline. So I'm trying just to put that there and like smudge that there. There we go. You see, and if I use that and then take that, tell you what I could do. Yep, absolutely. We'll see you again next week, next Thursday on this channel. If you can join us on the other ones, then that would be lovely to see you. But yeah, if not, we'll see you back here next week, Heidi, my darling, and hopefully we'll see less of you. I know, right? It's such a cheesy saying. I don't know whether that is a Slimming World quote or whether that was just our consultant. But yeah, have a great week, Heidi, and it's been lovely talking to you today. Speak to you soon. Absolutely. So we've got about 5 minutes left, everybody. I'm just finishing up with my eyes. I'm going to do a very, very quick little bit of contour, and then we are going to start wrapping up because it is that time, and I do have videos to film. I've got a couple of these here to film from the lovely people in the chat, that there Kirsty and that there Neat, that have sent me some goodies. So where's my contour brush? There it is. They've sent me some amazing goodies, so I'm going to open those up and film those in a little bit. So one of those, I might even try and get one up later on today, or they might both go up. I don't know yet. Depends on if I can get a video up and edited. It'll be interesting if I can, put it that way. So yeah, let me just very quickly do my contour. Snatch, what? Snatch my jawline. Snatch my jawline. Yes, queen. I've never seen RuPaul. I've seen like one season of RuPaul's Drag Race. I didn't like it. But that's where that's come from, isn't it? Like snatch, yes, queen. All of that bollocks. I know, right? I've got friends that have been on it. And like the one who won Glow Up on BBC Three last year, or whenever it was on, Ellis is a friend of mine. I've known Ellis for years. So yes. Right, I'm going to add a little bit of that back in as a bronzer. Oh, that's great to hear, Kirsty, on the mend. Yeah, it was really, oh, God, you were bad last week, Kirsty. God, on Friday, you were like, you sounded dreadful. You really did. I know that sounds like an awful thing to say, but you absolutely sounded full of cold, full of everything, snotty. You sounded really, really poorly. Like how you managed to get on at all and do a live, I don't know. If I'd been as poorly as you on that day, I think I would have just called it a day. Absolutely. Filming should hopefully resume soon. Yeah. Again, you know, if you're still feeling a bit crappy, just give yourself a little bit of a break, because you know this YouTube thing is only a hobby for us, so we need to just remember that. But anyway, I'm going to whack on some mascara. You feel nervous now? Oh my God, Neat, please don't feel nervous. Like, it's amazing. I don't expect anybody to send me anything. The fact that you've sent me like a really heavy parcel full of stuff, it can be full of, I was about to say it can be full of cat shit, but please don't ever send me cat shit. But it could be full of anything. And it's amazing that you sent me anything at all. Seriously, like I'm learning to say thank you and not go, don't send me nothing, don't send me nothing. I'm learning to say thank you. So thank you very much for whatever it is in this box of goodies. I am sure that I will absolutely love it, whatever it might be. And if I don't love it, I can fake it. No, I'm joking. I'm joking, I wouldn't do that. But yeah, absolutely. Trying to do your E5, everything £5. Is that what that means? E5p haul next. I think I'm probably best doing your project pan first. The haul is intimidating. Is it? Why? Did you get a lot of stuff? I see, because again, like Shein and a lot of these ones on Instagram that keep messaging me, they're always like, they're very small sizes. You've got your vaccine tomorrow. I hope it goes really well for you, Ness. I really, really do. I've got mine booked in for Saturday. So yeah, I'll let you know on Sunday how it goes, how I felt. But yeah, do let us know tomorrow. If you're in the live tomorrow on Kirsty's, do please let us know. Also, don't forget, by the way, everybody, my live stream on Sunday is now starting at 7 p.m, not 8 p.m. So it starts an hour early now, so that everybody can go and watch Gogglebox. Oh, God, which is only partly a joke. Right, I'm just going to finish up very quickly. I put my blush on. I put my mascara on. I love this mascara. Oh my God, Marc Jacobs mascara. Who the hell am I? You know what I mean? I'm glad it was a sample because I don't really fancy having to buy a lot of Marc Jacobs mascara. But luckily, I have a lot of mascara in my collection at the moment, so I don't technically need any. Do we want to go with a everlasting lip from? Yeah, I will. I will pop. Thank you very much for reminding me, Kirsty. I will pop an Instagram post on about the live, the new change on the Sunday. I will pop a live on. Oh, I don't know. Is that worn off? Is that supposed to be like that? Does anyone know? Is the KVD supposed to look like that? The everlasting lipstick? Because I've just seen it. That might be part of the design. I don't know. It looks a bit weird. You've got 20-ish items, and we'll probably need to split into 2 videos. Do I want to go pink? Fuchsia pink with the green? Yeah, why not? Need to split into 2 videos. You need to figure out how to put a video in screen, if you know what I mean. Oh dear. Oh dear. I know it'll be fine, Kirsty. I hate injections, and going alone is not helping. You'll be fine, my darling. You'll be absolutely fine. Oh my God, I'm not sure about this lipstick. You'll be absolutely fine. It will be a very simple thing of just stab, jab, done. Very, very quick. Won't be a difficult process at all. And then you just get yourself home. Then you've got a good excuse to pamper yourself with, some nice self-care, some creams, some lotions, some potions, foot mask, face mask, a foot mask, all of that. You've got a good excuse to do that then tomorrow night, and even to have a little adult libation while you're on with Kirsty. So there you go, everyone. That is the look for today. I look like, when a kid gets into your makeup box. That's what this combination is giving me. Yeah, I do actually agree, Kirsty. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to whack over the top the JSC in unicorn blood, literally over the top, because wow, I know, right? It's gorgeous, isn't it? There we go. That looks a little bit better. That looks a little bit less bonkers, but even that I'm not happy with. So I may well just have to go over it again with one of the Christmas cookie ones or something. But anyway, I am going to call it there. Oh no, that's the one I just put. Is that the one I just put on? No. Right, what's this? Is this Christmas cookie? No, this is allegedly. Right, let's just build this up then. Build it up then. I mean, there we go. Look, that's a bit better, isn't it? So I've got JSC on top of KVD. Political, I know, right? But that is going to be it now. That is it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Your jacket potatoes are starting to smell lush and make your tummy rumble. Yeah, it is 1:05, so we have gone 5 minutes over my allotted time now. But thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Ooh. I do hope you have a fantastic week in terms of weight loss, in terms of mental health, in terms of physical health. For all of you that are struggling, if you're watching this on the live stream, you know how much we've got each other's backs here in this community. You know that we are here for each other. Message us all on Instagram, message us all, keep posting photos of our healthy options in our food. Let's really, really, really push that this week. That'll be a good thing for me to do and everybody else. But also, like, we are now inching closer to spring. So I've got my necklace that I made, which has got leaves and it's got the goddess and flowers and all sorts on it, with my matching earrings. So, you know, we are inching forward to springtime. Things are getting better. Just keep that in mind. If you are really struggling food wise this week, do reach out for look for the Slimming World tag or the Weight Watchers tag, whatever it is that you prefer, on Instagram and on YouTube. Do make sure you check those out. Talking about checking things out, have a little look on the Facebook page for Making It Authentic. That is our joint page for myself and Kirsty's wonderful community. Don't forget, tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. UK time on Making It Up over on Kirsty's channel for the Friday Night Natter. Bring an adult libation, bring an open mind, and bring a nice giggle, because we do like a nice giggle on that channel. And then back on my beauty channel on Beyond Authentic on Sunday for a Self-Care Sunday at 7 p.m. UK time. And I'll be doing free tarot readings, little taster readings from 8 p.m. on that channel. So there we go. Hopefully, I'll get a video up later today on the beauty channel, and there should be something coming up on this channel of what we ate this week, and maybe a sort of low sin haul video as well going up, and maybe even one of the recipes that I've been talking about if I feel well enough to do a lot of editing. So yeah, that will be going up as well. Thank you so much to everybody for watching. Thank you so much to the Spanners. Welcome to the Spanner Squad, to the lovely Kelly from Afflicted Beauty. Thank you so much to Vanessa from Little Miss Budget. Go and check out both those channels. Thank you, of course, to the lovely Kirsty from Making It Up. Go and check out her channel. And of course, our major spanner, the wonderful Anita, in the chat as well. So thank you very much to everybody for watching. Thank you to everybody for taking part. And if you're watching this on the replay, don't forget, come and join us next Thursday, 11 a.m. UK time, right here on Beyond Authentic Health. And I will see you all very, very soon. I've got to let the dogs out for a wee, and then I've got to start filming. So I will see you all very soon. Whatever you're doing for the rest of the day, take care. And yeah, have a good week. And hopefully we'll see a lot less of you next week, if you get my drift. Take care, everyone. Awkward wave. Awkward wave. Say it with me. Awkward wave.